Hi, Scorpio. It's your girl, Alex, and I'm back again to bring you more messages from the universe. Oh, God, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for all of your blessings. Can you please bless Scorpio with a clear, concise message that will help them out on their evolutionary path? I thank you. We thank you. We love you. Amen. And keep Mercury in order. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. Yes. Knight of Wands. Okay. Abundance. Ooh, that feels like an increase, right? Because you got the Empress with the Knight of Wands sending over to Scorpio more Pentacles. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm saying it. Oh, the Moon and the High Priestess. Ooh, very interesting. You can't see that. Okay, there you go. Sorry, it's a work in progress. Oh, the Six of Wands. Okay. It feels like, Scorpio, right out the gate, you should be taking some sort of action. I feel like you could have had some sort of disagreement with a fire sign, specifically Sagittarius, either Sagittarius in their Mercury or Sagittarius in their Venus position, right? There was some sort of disagreement, but I feel like open conversation, open communication is forthcoming. It's coming up. Right now, for a lot of you, have been kind of laying low in your little incognito. Oops, did I say that? I did. Your incognito phase, where you might have been kind of keeping to yourself and possibly waiting for instructions from your intuition, God, universe, ancestors. Okay, so it looks as though angels are also saying another storyline could be some of your mothers may trigger you because they may just catch you off guard or catch you in a bad mood. And it kind of feels like maybe your mom is reaching out to you for some of your resources. It could cause an argument. You guys could spend some time not speaking to each other. But I feel like intuitively, you know, you may want to reach out to your mom or this mother figure. It could be baby mom, grandma, auntie, you know, whomever. Two of Pentacles, King of Cups. Hey, Scorpio. Ooh. Scorpio. Ooh. Ooh, Page of Cups with the Page of Wands. Seven of Swords, a raggedy ass seven. Okay, yeah. I'm also hearing some of you could have hung up on somebody, which is disrespectful and rude. I can't stand that, right? If I ever do it, it's because you are about to be stung within an inch of your existence, and I need to get the hell off the phone, but I try to get off the phone respectfully. It doesn't work in all cases, but it is what it is. But I feel like there are choices or options as to where you want to put your resources into. That could be also, okay. That's what this is. This is weird because it's a very specific reading. It's almost like maybe you saved up enough money, you have a little nest egg going, and then there's this feminine energy, Taurus or Libra, right? High Priestess, who's rushing to you to get your resources. And for you, Scorpio, you may block, right? 2 and 4 is Six of Pentacles, which has everything to do with balance and, you know, loan and charity, right? But I kind of feel like for some of you, you just, I can't say you don't have it because we opened with the Nine of Pentacles. You just don't want to give it up, right? The Page of Wands is my triggerer page. My Page of Wands is, you know, the little spark, the igniter, okay? The one who just ignites or inflames any particular situation. Someone could have said something passive aggressively. Someone could have said something immaturely or childishly that caused this argument, and now having you, or now is making you kind of withdraw. I'm also hearing from the Seven of Swords, self-sabotaging. That's one. But the second message I'm also hearing too is countering this Page of Wands kind of says to me, somebody got they threw a tantrum. You help everybody else, but you don't help me, right? That immature, childish communication of some sort of deceit. It really feels like to me, truth is aired in an argument, and when somebody becomes angry or upset, as a part of that anger, they're revealing really how they feel, right? That's the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords, right? There's this argument, and this is going to be the opportune time to bring up some past bullshit. Don't you just love it when people do that, right? I'm the type of person, if you have an issue with me, just be like, hey, when you get a chance, can we talk? I wanted to talk to you about, the conversation we had when you said this. And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. Don't fucking get into an argument and 2 years ago, that Christmas, the day after Christmas, you said this about my ankles. Man, that shit will piss. You will get stung just because of poor timing. Okay. All right. Back to the reading. But I feel like there's going to be some sort of truce, which is what the Four of Swords is. Now, 1 and 4 is Five of Swords. So this kind of feels like more of let bygones be bygones. Forgive but not forget. Forgive but observe. Forgive but, move wisely and, move forward wisely. Okay? I don't know why you're under my legs, little dog. Okay. So that's the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups. So I do kind of feel like there's going to be an apology, new communication, open communication, clarity, that's going to help resolve whatever this disagreement was that caused this, uproar. Okay. And now with that disagreement, right? Well, now with the resolution, I got Two of Pentacles here, Two of Wands here. There could have been space or distance, right? It kind of feels like maybe you weren't talking to somebody. Someone wasn't talking to you. Somebody was holding a grudge. Somebody threw a tantrum. Somebody had an attitude. Now, all of a sudden, they're ready to come forward and let you know what shit you did 2 months and 3 days ago. Ooh. Okay. Don't look. All right, angels. Don't be the Page of Wands that triggers the reader. Well, we do get triggered, right? Because, we're using our experience and our humanness to convey the message. And sometimes some of these messages get too close to home. Okay. I try to keep mine out there in the ethers, but sometimes them shits be striking a chord. Yeah, look at these wands. Eight of Cups. Yep. Perfect timing. There we go. And you got 2 pages here. So pages represent messages, conversation, communication. Page of Wands, Sag, Page of Cups, Pisces, right? So it kind of feels like there is going to be a conversation, but only at the right time. The right time means both parties are ready to open up. Both parties are ready to listen. Both parties are ready to receive and concede, is what I heard. Raggedy ass sevens. Oh, Justice. Queen of Cups. Balance is restored. Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. Balance is restored, man. I say that because I have the King of Cups here with the Queen of Cups. That's his wife in the tarot. But for me, as a reader, let's see if I could do this. Sorry for the camera shake. Sorry. I want y'all to see all the cards. But for me as a reader, the divine partnership are a bit of opposites. Not necessarily, let's more say complementary opposites. Okay, I hope that makes sense. One day, y'all, let me get it right. Okay, so Angel said it's all about the message. If they see the cards, cool. If not, deliver the message. Yes, dear. So I got 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands. You always have pairs of 7s and you always have pairs of 9s. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. 7s in the tarot represent planning, right? Initiation, execution. 9s represent fulfillment, completion. 10s represent closure, move on, next chapter. Okay? So 7's coming up, and you also have the 9 of Wands here as well. So it looks as though, yeah, something is nearing its end. Angel said to remind you all again, 2025 is a 9-year. So things like karmic cycles and cycles, seasons, they always come to an end. I mean, technically, a day is a season, a second is a season, a week is a season, a location is a season, a dimension is a season. They all represent cycles. I hope that makes sense. Okay? Now let me get back to the cards, please. Okay, so if you're going to move forward with this person, you need to set some boundaries. Angel said not ironclad, because ironclad boundaries are guards, by the way, right? Some of y'all think, oh, I'm setting a boundary. No, you're not. That's a guard. Okay. Sorry again. Okay, that's it. I'm not touching it again. Okay, and the guards are here with the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. So there's resistance with the 5 of Wands. So Angel says, use the word apprehension, right? Apprehension sounds a lot better, but it's more fitting to the situation. As in, I forgive you, but I don't know if I'm gonna fuck with you. Sorry, I had to pause. I did. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. So there's 1 king and 2 queens here. Okay, and the Empress sitting up there. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles, let's take it from the top. 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles is having everything you need, being fulfilled, financially stable, grounded, okay? The 2 of Pentacles is, having options and choices, okay? For a lot of you, you could, have money in reserve. You may be trying to figure out, okay, what's the next step? Where do I invest my money in next? And you're waiting for some sort of sign or information from the universe. Well, what's going to happen is, as part of you waiting, whatever that means to you, I feel like someone is going to come along and come rushing in. It feels to me like they're trying to request, right? They're coming in to request just simply because I have the King of Cups here with the 4 of Pentacles. The King of Cups is the benevolent king, the loving king, the emotionally intelligent king. But that 4 of Pentacles is being stingy. It's holding on, right? It's also your possessiveness, Scorpio. So whomever this is, this Empress, Taurus, or Libra, coming along really quick, really hot, possibly with an attitude, possibly with an emergency, possibly with urgency, Scorpio clinches up. Scorpio, kind of holds on to their resources, their love, their whatever. And I feel like it's because you've been burned by this person before. 9 of Wands, again, are those guards. 8 of Cups is not serving. So, my angel said, so you're guarded and your cups are empty? That's a bad deal. That's like locking yourself in a room with no food or drinks. Okay? So I kind of feel like this person has hurt you in the past. This person, is somebody who you don't fuck with. I don't know who this is. I don't know why. It could be your mom. I'm just saying. It could be your baby's mom. It could be somebody's mother. Okay? And it just kind of feels like, again, there's some sort of grievance that needs to be aired out. Whomever the fire sign is, or again, they have fire in their Venus position, Venus in Sag. They could have Venus in Pisces. There was some fuck shit that went on in this situation, okay? And I feel like the time is going to come where you guys are going to need to air out your grievances and finally put them to rest. Now, I don't want to say this, Scorpio, because I know how you love your exes, right? But I feel like this person is an ex. They could be an ex-lover, ex-friend, ex-boss, ex-business partner. This ex is coming in to clear the air. We are approaching the shadow period of the Mercury retrograde. That's okay to do. All healing requires resolution to any sort of grievances or fallouts. Okay? So I don't want to explain that. Okay. So 4 swords, Ace of Swords, 3 of Wands, and the death card. That is, pulling the knife out of your back or pulling the knife out of their back, right? all betrayals are forgiven, all all has been forgiven. But also at the same time, when you figure out going forward, are you going to deal with this person or not, you're still on the fence about that. I feel like you're looking for some sort of universal inspiration and notification that basically says, yes, it's okay. No, it's not. Six of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles, I would say do you all day, all night, and twice on motherfucking Sundays. Okay? So I would say to you, take time out to care for you, love on you. If with the Eight of Cups, right, you've walked away or moved away from this person and you're happier for it, you're happier in your skin, the universe is saying, baby, continue your happiness, continue with your emotional fulfillment. I also feel like airing this out is gonna, it feels like it's some sort of closure. Again, regardless of what type of relationship it is, it feels like some sort of closure. And I feel like this closure that you receive, it's actually going to help clear out some space in your energy field so you're not carrying this baggage around with you. Okay? So, and with the Queen of Cups here, yeah, your heart is filling again. I would also say to you, take time if you're trying to figure out whether to give this person a new opportunity. Angels are saying, put yourself first, right? Angels are saying, you've wasted cups on this person before. Yeah, kind of don't waste them again. Yeah, I mean, at this point, Scorpio, you should know. You should be an expert at filling your own cups. Okay. All right. Let's see what the universe has your back oracle card. I just need to pause for a minute because I can't stand being interrupted when I'm doing Scorpio readings. By the way, I can't. And when I'm interrupted, even by Snowflake, right? It totally freaking throws me off because I'm usually in a zone. And, that's it. I just needed to regroup there momentarily. When I'm in a zone, leave me the fuck alone until I'm done. All right. So did I see 2 8s? Nope. You just have the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Your 8s are missing. So that kind of says that the only momentum has been in walking away or leaving. But 7 of Swords kind of sitting smack dab in the middle of your reading kind of says to me that you keep going back to whatever this situation was, right? 7 of Swords is running forward with 5 swords in hand. The 7 of Swords is really, really a card about protecting yourself, but you're going about it in a reckless, dangerous way. Okay? I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Yeah. Yeah, whatever this is, Scorpio, it's a weight that's being lifted. It's an energy that's being cleared from you, from your energy field. And kind of when it comes to going over, restarting, starting all over, again, first order of business, fill your damn cup. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Yep. So this feels like, again, some sort of obstruction being cleared from your path. Angels also said an obstruction being cleared from your view, your vision, right? Because I do have your third eye here with the High Priestess card. Okay. Ooh, attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any forms of separations are merely calls for help. That is a potent card, just simply because whatever this disagreement was basically somebody not being right within themselves, and they wanted to invite you to the party, right? They wanted to drag you into the mix of their misery. And when I lean into the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's not at peace with themselves and they're disrupting your peace or trying to invite you in their mess. And King of Cups is here. Anytime I see the King of Cups on the table, when there is anger and chaos around you, I would just say, hey, be a throne sitter. Sit on your throne. There's nothing for you to do but put those gluteus maximuses on your throne, Scorpio. So sit tight. And again, it just kind of feels like this Nine of Wands, somebody's coming to rush in with some sort of communication. But as part of this communication, you're also going to receive clarification and returning to peace. Now, what you do about the person, that's on you. As long as you clean your cups and keep them filled and full. All right, y'all. I love you. If the reading does resonate, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.